Hey y'all, it's Alysia Ann here, ballin' on a budget in your backyard. Now, as we wrap up winter and spring forward, let us not forget there are a ton of free and low-cost events here in the tri-state for you, your family, and friends to take advantage of. Whether driving on the bus line or riding a bike, let me be your chauffeur to some fun, educational, and entertaining destinations in the tri-state. Let's start with the Observatory. Here at the Observatory in Mount Lookout with Dean Regas. How are you today, Dean?
Pretty good. Glad to have you over here today.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about the Observatory?
Sure. So yeah, the Observatory, we're here in Mount Lookout, Hyde Park area. We have two historic telescopes. One of them's 111 years old, and the other one's over 170 years old. And these telescopes still work. We use them at nighttime to look at the stars, moon, the planets, and we want you to come over and check it out.
Awesome. Now, when you say two telescopes, are these what we usually see like in science class, like kind of a telescope, or are these,
yes,
what we see in the books, these humongous kind of monstrosities?
These are big telescopes, and one's 16 feet long, the other one's 22 feet long, and they look exactly like you'd see. We are the definition of telescopes. They were in the Webster's dictionary as telescope, the one I'm going to show you first. So when you see these things, they are works of art. They are awesome looking.
Wow, I can't wait. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see. Awesome. Go on. Let's see. Dating back to 1873, located at 3489 Observatory Place in Mount Lookout. Revered as the oldest professional public observatory in the United States, housing what may be considered the oldest continuously used telescope in the world.
The numbers on the side there, that's the coordinates. There's some on that side and some on that wheel. And then you can move the telescope with this too, so you can...
That thing is going to freak me out.
This, and you can turn it on the other wheel. So then if you want to see something, you have to open the window.
Now when guests come, I guess there's somebody here that'll show them what to do, but the guests will actually do this.
We let them open the roof and all that.
That's exhilarating.
So there's your window to the sky.
Oh.
You can aim the telescope out the window. But if you want to look different directions, you have to spin the roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on into it. Oh my gosh. And so the other telescope is what?
Older, 170 years old, but not as big, it's smaller. So this is the telescope that Ormsby Mitchell bought in Germany. Cost about $9,000 to $10,000 back then, and shipped from Munich to downtown Cincinnati, and was on top of Mount Adams, and then moved to the big building, the other building, and then has been here since 1904.
Is this one operated the same as the other one with the levers and pulling?
Nope, this one's easier.
Oh, we like easy.
It all takes. Move around with one finger very easily, point up at anything you want, and it stays right where you leave it.
Interesting. So the older telescope is actually a little easier to maneuver than the new one?
Very well designed, that's for sure. This was the best telescope makers in the world made this. And so when this came over, this was a really big deal. But yeah, the balance on it is just perfect. It is a lot smaller than the other one, so it's easier to move around. So this was about the third largest in the world when we got it. But today, you could buy a telescope that would do this much, for about $1,500. The biggest telescopes in the world now have mirrors that are bigger than the floor. So this is a toy by today's standards, but this is the telescope that got us started. Before this, American astronomers, there weren't very many of them, and so this was. Once we got this, other observatories started forming, and then they got bigger telescopes, and now we're the world leader in astronomy. So it all started with this one.
Amazing, here in Cincinnati.
And it still works, and you can look through it. We're open so often, almost every Thursday and Friday, and you can come make an appointment and look through the telescope.
Whether you're stargazing or absorbing the serene, naturesque atmosphere, the Cincinnati Observatory is the perfect way to spend an afternoon or evening. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and publicly Friday and Thursday nights with a $7 donation. Thank you, Dean. Thank you so much for having me.
Sure, my pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for kicking it with me. And remember, check out their website, cincinnatiobservatory.org, for low discounted tickets and free events. I'm Alysia Ann, always ballin' on a budget. See you soon.